prerogatives to urge the regional parliaments to strengthen that prerogatives, or is it encourage? No, the
cas, elle est adoptée.
Chers collègues, nous retenons cette dernière. Non? Oui, le Zimbabwe, s'il vous plaît.
I agree with the amendment for number 4. May I propose that, humbly, through the chair, that we a paragraph is moved by the Speaker of Uganda and supported by Lesotho, a standalone on the establishment of SADC Regional Parliament. Under 4, I propose.
Ce sera
So that would be a paragraph, a separate paragraph that understood it, and everybody would understand that. You have the floor.
Vous vouliez prendre la parole?
Did you wanted to take the floor earlier? I'll give you the floor now.
Honorable Chair, I'm sorry to take the meeting back to the question of the budget. It is because there's something that I did not understand. Because currently, the Pan-African Parliament is financed by the member states. So what has been proposed here is that the member parliaments should also finance the Pan-African Parliament. This is where my problem is, because that would mean member states would be like financing or making budget, twice to the Pan-African Parliament. This is something that I'm seeking clarification on. And if we don't have time to deliberate upon this, I don't know how we are going to present it to our respective countries. I merely wanted to understand the part that the member parliaments are supposed to play in as far as the financing of the Pan-African Parliament is concerned.
Oui.
The role of the parliament is to budget. And I know that even when the government supports the Pan-African Parliament, the budgets are done by the House. So our job is to lobby, advocate, and ensure that the budget is increased. But the money is from the same source, from the Ministry of Finance.
Merci. Je crois que
Thank you. I think that was, you got your answer. Is there any you want to bring along? If not, because as far as this budget line is concerned, well, that's the Treasury. Thank you, Mr. Chairperson. Madam Chair informed us that she didn't understand, because as far as national assemblies go, the elected people are elected on a national basis. And the president of PAP, we don't come here as, we are considered as missionaries when we come here, as by our parliaments. When we come to the ECOWAS, the heads of institutions consider us as missionaries. So there's a budget, a national budget, which it takes charge of, it takes care of the elected people at regional level. But our budget, as far as ECOWAS is concerned, as far as PAP is concerned, that should be dealt with by the heads of state. Complementary budget, that's how it is. We buy they buy the tickets and the per diems, and that's how it works. So thank you. Excellent, Mr. Chairperson, maybe we need to have some a session where we can reflect on this, because at the heads of state ask that the elected members of parliament should be paid for, and that there should be additional funds for PAP. That's a decision 88. What does this mean in clear terms? When we come here, and the big problem today is that our decisions are not executed. When we government, we shouldn't be considered that we're coming as on a mission. They must pay our air ticket. You've got 15 days here. You get the necessary per diems. When the money's finished, then you leave. But I was saying to you exactly that the head of an institution manages the policies. And we at our national parliaments, we know that is the case. So I think that we must try and see to what extension 98 can be applied. As the lady from Uganda said, all the money comes from the same source. When you come here, you've already got a specific budget for that. When the officials who come here take 60%, I'm talking about the PAP officials who come here, use 60% of the budget. So I thank you. Yes, let's not go into too much detail. Thank you. So I think that the formula as it stands does not contradict the latest decision. But it does give rise to some reflection at bureau level, because it is the same public treasury. Thank you, dear colleagues. Can we move on to point number 5? Strengthen the oversight role until adequate sitting time. Is there any amendment to point number 5? No. Zambia, you have an amendment?
I have a proposal to make. In the second line, especially on budgetary oversight, I propose provision of adequate sitting time. So I propose the inclusion of the words provision of after the word through. That is all.
La version française.
In French, can we have the translation in French, please, of what was proposed?
A proposal.
Objection?
Any objections?
Objection à
No objections, so that amendment has been adopted. Anything else on point 5? No amendments. Point number 6, item number 6, please. Any amendments there? No. Item number 7. Any amendments? You have the floor. I think it's Guinea. Yes. Yes, and it's in together with point 1. I should rather say that we say call for the establishment of parliamentary committees on the ratification and the treaties, and in order that they should to accelerate, so that we only do that when you are members that only, as far as Malabar is concerned, I'm talking about under the control of the president of PAP. I think that the plenipotentiaries prepared the work. So, as far as they are concerned, either you have to have ratification and adhesion. Yes, in fact, the membership is not actually pertinent here. Any other objection?
I wanted to add, after establishment, the word or realignment, so that where it's not possible to establish the committee, we assign the work to one of the existing committees, because it involves additional money. So just to add, after establishment or realignment. Realignment of parliamentary committees. Just adding the word or realignment after establishment. Après establishment.
Merci. Y a-t-il une...
Thank you. Any objections? You have the floor.